Toyota, Mark Pemberton.
We were talking earlier in the break about how long this course is for these trucks. They normally don't run this long, so this is quite a challenge.
Not only is it long, it's so tough. These jumps are really huge, and I am very impressed with the talent in the northwest part of the country able to handle a course like this. Here they come to the finish, and indeed, it's going to be Jansen getting the victory.
Troy Jansen,
you're
right.
Ford into the semis.
Wow. Move Troy Jansen into the semifinals of the Pro Stadium Trucks. Great run for him.
Yeah, Pemberton gave it a good run, though, as he comes out of the Toyota, but you can give the win right there to Jansen. Now, Wicked Six back.
Oh, I like the look of this truck. Wicked Six, Scott Berkey. It looks like he's going to go by himself here. So we're going to have another lone run.
Your buddy Brent from the first round was unable to make it back, and so Wicked Sick is going to get, again, what really amounts to a good hot lap to get some more practice and set up on this course in for when he comes back in the semifinal round.
Now, it looks like he's going to take his time here, too.
Oh, it looks like he's broke.
Oh, my. Something there. Look at the water pouring out of the truck there.
See if we can see what happened when we get another look. As Wicked Sick comes over the whoop section right here, Berkey brings it up. He never really got a lot of speed. He's just trying to feel the course, I guess, since he ended up with what was in essence a bye run, and something went away, and you saw the fluid pouring out of it.
Well, let's move on now.
David Peplow's back. You can tell by that offset wheel setup he's got ready to go against Mike Noose. Well, these guys are flying. What a great race we've got going here.
And again, if you're joining us late, they race around in opposite directions. First one to the finish line wins.
Peplow's got that Ranger cooking, but I'll tell you, Noose in that 51 Willys has given him everything he wants in this round. Here they come to the finals in a great race.
Peplow looks like he does.
Wow.
Dave Peplow. It was close.
I'll tell you, it was right down the wire. Both drivers put their hands in the air thinking they had won. As you said, it came right down to the edge.
Gary Woodruff had a lone run the first time out. He's going to go up against Don Chester now.
Woodruff's going to show us a little power in underneath the hood of that 1962 Willys Jeep.
A little buddy along there with him, alongside.
You always got to have a little help behind the wheel, especially in pro stadium truck competition. Chester and Woodruff, and again, the winner will make it to the semifinals.
Good strong run for Woodruff.
Well, Chester calls his vehicle Major Rush. I think he's getting a major rush out of it right now.
And it is going to be Gary Woodruff who comes onto the win, waves to the crowd. Got a little buddy along with him in the front seat there, and it is going to be Woodruff moving to the semifinals.
I'll tell you, it's a tough course. It's a long course, and the winner tonight is a true survivor here in Seattle. And the fans are just getting a great, great pro stadium truck show.
And we've got more on the way next.
Get ready for Winter Wonderland Moto Style with the National Series Arena Cross and Ultra Cross events crossing the Frosty Divide. Get your tickets online now at pacemotorsports.com. Arena Cross and Ultra Cross in every town you want to be. You know, there's always something neat and exciting when you go to the Pace Motorsports events. And one of the things in Seattle that the folks really have been looking forward to was rollover action, an actual rollover contest.
That was something.
It takes a different breed of cat to do that. They had a bunch of them in Seattle. I tell you, this crowd jacked for stuff like that. It's great.
It really does get the crowd enthused and excited here. Ready for now semifinal action in the Pro Stadium trucks. We've had a good competition here. Now Dave Peplow and Troy Jansen.
This ought to be a great race. And again, the winner goes to the finals. Peplow we've seen throughout the night in the Ford Ranger, the wheels cocked out of Truckee, California, and he's really been getting around real well. But Jansen's been good all night. Another Ford Ranger, 85 model.
Peplow, though, seems to really look like he has command here. You know, he's constructed that truck to run these pro stadiums. He knows what he's doing, and it's showing here.
Oh, and then you can watch him in the turns, the way he slides through the turns and doesn't lose any momentum. Really getting it done. Jansen's had a good night, but not quite enough to take Peplow out, it doesn't look like, as they come to the final. Peplow's going to win it by several truck lengths.
Well, Dave Peplow from California moves on now into the finals. And I wouldn't say that that was unexpected.
No, he's been strong all night, solid all night, but going to have to win one more race to come out of Seattle as the champion. And here's your buddy Woodruff back to the crash test dummy.
Well, and Gary Woodruff is going to run by himself because Wicked Sick got really wicked sick.
Yeah, as you saw at the end of the last run, there was fluid pouring everywhere. They could not get it fixed. And so Woodruff, for the second time tonight, gets the advantage of what, in essence, is a bye run.
But we have seen someone break in one of these bye runs, so it's not a gimme. It's not an automatic. He does have to make the course.
I think Woodruff's doing the right thing here, trying to set up for the final, really seeing where he can pick up some speed. He knows Peplow is double tough. He's given it everything he's got in the semifinal run to figure out how he can beat Peplow when we get to the final in just a few moments.
Gary Woodruff with a nice run. Looks like he has command of this track here.
Oh, I think we got a great final.
He's got some advice from the guy in the front seat, you know, and he's ready to go. We'll have those finals coming up here on Motor Madness Monster Jam. Stay with us. Mike Hogwood, Scott Douglas back in Seattle with the Monster Jam, and we are ready for Pro Stadium trucks and the final runs. Peplow has to be the favorite going against Mr. Woodruff and his friend, but who can tell?
And no doubt these have been the two best trucks all night in terms of consistency of performance and speed on the racetrack. This ought to be a great final, and who knows, maybe the dummy there can give Woodruff a little push. He's really going to have a perfect run to beat Peplow, who has been solid and fast all night.
We're talking about David Peplow out of California, who runs a lot of these pro arena races. There's Gary Woodruff, as you see with the track officials in that 62 Willys Jeep. I like the way that thing looks. And then, here we go.
Great start right there. As I'll tell you, Peplow actually looked like he was almost napping just a little bit on the start there, or maybe he just didn't get off the gate as well as he wanted to. Nonetheless, he gave up some ground at the start. And he's behind right now. Woodruff is winning this race at the halfway point.
Gary Woodruff out of Vancouver, Washington.
But Peplow trying to make up ground. He's off the course, onto the concrete. You did not want to do that. He knew he was behind and couldn't make it up, and that's why he slid off the course on the concrete in an upset. Gary Woodruff wins it.
And Dan Moriarty is with him.
Pro Stadium winner, brother. Tell me about it.
Sometimes it can get kind of rough out there, but it sure is exhilarating.
What do you mean sometimes? Every time I see you guys go, it looks kind of rough out there.
Okay, especially in a short wheelbase Jeep. It's always rough, but if you put on the right safety gear and you survive, barely.
So tell me, does the danger and the safety gear together give you some kind of incredible adrenaline rush every time you do it?
Oh, definitely. I feel a lot safer than if I was on a motorcycle doing the same thing, so I guess guess I'm a little on the safe side there, but it still get that adrenaline pumping fast.
Thanks, Gary.
All right, thank you, Dan. Man, that was something.
Popular win as well as the Vancouver, Washington-based Warrior knocks off the Invader from California.
Well, let's go back down to our man Dan and find out what we got coming up next week here on Monster Jam.
Well, from the floor, that's all there is tonight. But before I say goodbye, let me tell you, we have got a monster truck final next week that's going to blow you away. Along with Quad Wars, Demolition Derby, stunt you will not believe. Mike and Scott, take it away. Good night from down here. You know, it's really fun working with you guys.
Yeah, fun working with you too, Dan, and you got a great job down there where the action is, and it is a lot of fun. As we do every week, we like to give you a little piece we call Jam.
Monster truck rule!
I'll say it was awesome. Hey, I hope you'll be with us again next week. Scott and I'll be right here.
Gonna be awesome when you put Gravedigger, Monster Patrol, Captain America, and Samson into the semifinals. That's next week.
Can't wait. We have a huge crowd here in Seattle. They love their monster truck action. Well, for Dan Moriarty and Scott Douglas, I'm Mike Hogwood. Thanks for being a part of TNN's Motor Madness Monster Jam. See you next week.